hear my peers that have come to heal from their, not just their mind up here, but really from their heart. So I'm here tuning in with you live. Today is Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a awesome day to start. There's just so many things happening, so many things changing in our world, in our day. Hopefully, you're getting the rest, the healing you need to be centered through all this chaos. Um, that's one part of what we're hoping to teach here in this channel, is to give you support in that way. And one way we're going to be doing that is I just started a free school group called You Are the Medicine. And I will be sharing other things about that. But in short, maybe I'll put in the comments how you can join, but really simply all of my attention of what I share here will be applied in that free school group. And you're not going to want to miss it. That's where it all happens. That's where the miracles, the magic happens there. So definitely would love to have you there. All right. Today's topic we talked about, or we posted that it was going to be about embracing the pain. What do I mean by that? When you're on a healing journey, or let's just not say you're on a healing journey, you are you're having a rough day, let's say, and you're feeling something. Maybe you're having symptoms. You're having a headache. Maybe you're feeling bloated, or you're feeling exhausted. And you've heard that thinking those things are not so good for your health. So you start thinking positive. You start thinking about what you aren't experiencing in that moment. Like, oh man, I wish I was in Hawaii. I wish I was doing this other thing that would make me so happy, right? But the truth of the matter is, you can't get to that place or feeling happy until you fully acknowledge and embrace what is here. So let me explain that even further. So there's this great chart that shows us the levels of consciousness, the vibration. What's his name? David something, the author, his book. I'm forgetting it right now, but it'll come to me maybe. Anyway, he has this wonderful chart that shows you the vibration of what vibration of fear is, what it levels at, and where it is in the body, comparatively to what it feels like when you have courage, let's say. What's that frequency and vibration? Comparatively to what it feels like to experience peace, right? So these are all different vibrations, and he showed, just like a map, how that affects vibrationally up and down the scale, and then how it affects the body. So when we are feeling contraction, like I'm just talking about, like you have a headache, I don't want to feel that, I'm in pain, I'm in discomfort, or maybe you just got some bad news and you're feeling stressed about something, like I don't have the money to make that payment, my credit card payment or my mortgage, and the stress that comes over you around that, right? I'm sure a lot of us feel that, especially now. And again, we've been told, right? Oh, you shouldn't feel that. Like, you should feel healthier. You should feel more positive, right? But truth be told, you have to access those higher vibrational states. The key here that people miss a lot of the time is that you have to feel, or I like to say, embrace what is there. The moment you embrace what is there, hello folks who are tuning in live, go ahead, smash that like button, that thumbs up. What are we talking about? We're talking about how you actually elevate yourself immediately. And what I mean by elevation, I'm not just talking about lifting up your body. I'm talking about lifting up your whole consciousness and spirit so you can ultimately be in a place that is an attractor, that is a co-creator, that is manifesting the life that you long for in your heart, right? That you want, right? That we all want. It's like God put that in our heart to desire and want to be that. So the way or the pathway to get you there is not by avoiding what isn't a part of that, but is actually embracing it. And that's why I'm calling it embracing the pain. You have to embrace it, right? So again, maybe you're feeling the stress of not having enough money. Oh, no, just focus on abundance, abundance, abundance. No, you're creating a distraction. What you need to do is feel into that feeling of lack. Where do you experience it in your body? Tap into it, like literally tap into where you feel that lack of abundance, that you are, that like, oh, that part of you that's like, oh, I'm worthless. No one, like, why isn't this happening to me? Like all those voices that you're speaking, you have to feel that. You have to tap into that. And so once you tap into that, whew, like as I'm doing it now, the energy starts moving, guys, right? But when I'm trying to not feel that, you're only creating more resistance in the system. And guess what happens? That creates a stagnation in your energy. So we want energy moving, like abundance, health, freedom wants movement of energy. And anytime we're in resistance or creating a stagnation, we're blocking that. Does that make sense? So as I embrace that, I feel like a piece of shit. I don't have any money. I don't have that ability to pay my mortgage. I am just like crap, right? Feeling that. All the times you've been told that, all the times you've felt that. As you're breathing into it, what starts happening is it opens you up. It moves the energy through. And those of you that are really sensitive, you can feel that. You can feel it move through your nervous system. And you keep breathing into that, feeling that. Okay, that's an example. Let's say you have a headache. Same thing. You tap into the feeling, oh, this headache, and all the feelings you have around that. Man, I feel so contracted. I feel like this keeps happening to me, like something's wrong. Why is this happening to me? All those thoughts you keep flushing forward. And as you do that, it starts to move the energy. This is what we want. If this makes sense to you, let me know in the comments. Hit that thumbs up so you know what I'm talking about. Wow, when this happened to me, guys, it was a game changer because I was still living under the premise that I had to, like law of attraction, I had to put a vision board and I had to always feel like that person on that vision board. And if I felt more like that, that would help me attract those things much quicker. How many of you have experienced this or have been told this, or maybe you still do that? To some degree, there's truth there. But the problem that always never gets told is you have to embrace what is here first. What is here not consciously, but what is in your subconscious mind. All those places that you have built up this understanding or belief that you are not that, or you've been told you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough. All of those, you welcome those. And you start, like, I like, EFT tapping, or just tapping the body, just tapping it. Why? Because it just helps the energy, helps me move the things that I've been resisting. So I start doing that. And I use the power of my breath. The power of my breath with this will help move you from that state of contraction, from that state of lack, from that state of pain that is happening into the body, wherever that is. And here's the secret, guys. One of my mentors says this: all you need is just a 2% shift, just a little shift of that energy. So as you experience that pain and you start the conversation internally, it's okay, body, it's okay to experience this. So immediately by saying that, you know what you're doing? You're allowing acceptance. You're allowing that resistance that otherwise is there. All of a sudden the doors are open. And then you breathe into that. And as you breathe into that, that will start to move it. And it only needs 2%. It only needs just that little bit. Once that happens, then what you're going to do is just feel into that change. Feel into that shift that you've just had. So, like for me, as I'm doing this with you right here live, I'm feeling now a more expansiveness in my being. I'm feeling more sensation and energy flowing through me. I'm feeling more space and freedom inside me. And that is generating more peace, more calm, more a felt sense of joy. And that's moving me through that chart from a lower vibration where I felt contraction, where I felt lack, where I felt in pain. Now I'm starting to reprogram my nervous system, my mind and my body, the cells of my body, that I can feel more peace in this moment. Does that make sense? So I went from a place of feeling really contracted and projecting my mind into some place that I wasn't, and recognizing that that is not the way to go, but actually go into the sensation and feeling of that contraction, allowing it to be there, embracing it, and then through that, naturally, the energy will start to release whatever that message is that's been inside you. Now spontaneously goes. And what's replaced is those higher states of being, those higher states of consciousness that we're all in some shape or form trying to get, trying to navigate in our day. So, as hard as it is to embrace something that is difficult, that is uncomfortable, that is the place where we all need to go. At some point or another, you will. So why not embrace it now? Why not take the chance and begin to trust that your body knows how to heal itself? That the answers lie deep in there. You are the answer. It's not outside of you, it's inside you. So take the time, be with it, embrace the feeling, let yourself breathe into it. And like all that resistance comes up, well, this isn't gonna work. How can this be so simple, right? I've spent all of this money on medications and treatments, and this guy's saying that it's that simple? Yes, it is. The power of your attention is more than enough, guys. The key is we just have to work through where the interference is blocking you from accessing greater degrees of energy. Once you understand that, then you will be a clear channel. Just like a radio dial, you'll be a clear signal that can now access greater amounts of energy. This will transform you. This will elevate you. And this will move out huge blockages that you've been carrying around abundance, around why am I not healing? Why am I not healthy? Why am I not attracting that loved person that I want? It's because in there you're still vibrating at that state of guilt, shame, fear, whatever. So embrace that. Breathe into that. Tap your body to help it feel that, to help it come to terms like, oh, there you are. I see you. I feel you. And I accept you. And like all things in life, right? When someone accepts you, right, what happens? Your guard goes down. Your shoulders release. Your breath, let's go. I'm accepted. So it's the same thing in our psyche. As we do that consciously to ourselves, we allow it to open up and access greater degrees of this energy that will heal you, that will attract the things that you ultimately want in your heart. That is how it is. That is how it goes. This is Landon for you guys. Smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe. I get like 70% of the people here on the channel that aren't subscribed. Subscribe, guys. This is like amazing stuff that we will continue to provide on this channel. So you get that transformation. You use yourself as a catalyst. You use your life as a catalyst for change, for whatever that is. I've worked so much with people with chronic illness and healing. That has been my avenue. But the key is once you apply it in one aspect of your life, it starts changing everything. Everything starts changing. And you become this radiator of more love, of more abundance, of more healing. And that transmits out to the world. And people feel that, guys. It's not like something you pretend, I want to be this way. You just are that way. You know, it's like all those people that try to be spiritual, right? They wear all the garments and they put all the beads and what have you. But just being yourself, you are spirit. You don't need to put all those material things on. You know, for some people it helps their mind, but in truth, you be you. You be the best version of you and let your life be the catalyst for change. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to be, wealthy. You just are. And the more you hone that in here, the more you take that in, the more that change will happen naturally. Someone asked, what about what to eat? Yeah, that's a big question. Big one that a lot of people always know. So my suggestion, in short, there's lots out there, is you eat what is, of course, is in season. You eat what is fresh. You eat, of course, things that are alive, not packaged, not processed. And you bring a certain reverence to it, whatever it is. If you're a vegetarian, you bring reverence to it. If you're a meat eater, you bring reverence to it. What do I mean? This is the power of blessing. This is the power. So everything I'm saying here, you feel it, you embody it. And then as you feel that, your heart will go into that food and you'll be in more resonance with that food that you're eating. Eat the foods that you love. Eat the foods that make you feel good. Eat the foods that nature provides to you right now. Those are the things you should be consuming. And of course, we all know the stuff that's not good for you, you know? There's a lot of hype out there about, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that. Trust your body. Listen to your body. It knows. It will tell you. Great question. So hopefully that helps. Again, like this, guys, and subscribe, and there'll be more and more. So Maxi, if you apply these techniques that I'm sharing with you, you will sleep like a baby. You will sleep like a baby. You won't have to think about what to do to sleep better because your heart's more at peace in here. So my suggestion to you is there's probably something there in your heart that's not at peace. Welcome that, my friend. Bring that into the space. Embrace it. Learn to accept it and let that release naturally through your system, as I'm suggesting. And what that will do, it'll naturally attract more peace into your heart, which will ultimately help your sleep. You're welcome, my friend. All right, folks, that's all I got for you today. God bless and have a blessed rest of your day. And I'll see you next week. We'll be doing this again. Those of you new, subscribe so you can get notified that I'll be coming on probably next Wednesday, but I'm not sure. Again, you'll see. I'll post it when I do. Take good care, everyone. Peace.